Applied econometrics. What else you have to know for developing an econometric model? With Professor A.K. Enamelhawk.
In an econometric model, you want to know many things. You want to know what is your y, what is your dependent variable, what is your independent variable. Are there exogeneity? Remember all these issues, I talked about it. So I'm summarizing it. And we said, okay, we have simultaneous equation model, which is separate. I did not write it there, but let me write it here. And in simultaneous equation model, there is ILS, there is 2SLS, there is 3SLS, there is recursive regression model, some people say recursive model. And there is always, remember, don't forget, there is always what is called maximum likelihood model. So there is also a name. These are known as LIML in the literature. Limited information maximum likelihood estimation. And these are known as FIML. So now you realize these are all not ordinary least square. These are all maximum likelihood estimation. So this is known as full information maximum likelihood model. So you'll find out that econometric models have a series of techniques and say, okay, and this is what we learned. We learned in econometrics for all this. And then we come to apply, said, okay, I want to apply this. Will Stata tell you what model to accept? No. Obviously, the most used model in the world is ordinary least square. As long as your model fits in the format of this, you say this is the best model. It's the most used model. So I'm not disregarding that this is not useful model. This is a very good model, but only if y is a function of x. Axis means right hand side variable, and none of them are true. My suggestion is you should write, and this will be an assignment I will give, that when to use which model you have to write as an assignment. That you want to collect the data, but probably data will not be there. These are applied issues. That I have missing data, what should I do? How do I find a proxy variable? What is the right proxy for this? What is a real definition of an instrumental variable? What is the real definition of it? Because will you collect instrumental variable before collecting the data or after collecting the data? If you know there is a model has a simultaneity, will you look for the data before you go to the data collection, or you come back to the drawing table and say, oh, I need an instrument? Answer is, by the time you say I need an instrument, data collection is complete. So econometricians stay on the drawing table before they said I need the data. That is one of the reasons why I'm saying, look, data is an important issue. You spend a lot of time, but you need the data later on. So you need to understand what is a proxy variable, what is an instrumental variable. How can I deal with missing data? Because a lot of data missing, right? If the data is missing, I have to find a solution. And what is the solution? What are the different solutions exist in the literature to deal with missing data? Because majority of the country will find out missing data. What do I do when the data are manipulated data? So there are many data which are manipulated. Now, I'm not saying manipulated data means wrong data. Manipulated data, best example is like this. This is your time. This is 2001. This is 2011. This was the population in 2000 census data. This was the census data. Now I don't know anything in between. So we can make a function and say, oh, this function is like this. That's why you find out population data always fits on a line. If you look at Bangladesh population data, it always fits on a line because these are manipulated data. The real data point is only two of them. The real data point is this one and this one, because this is the two census when I collected data. Between the time, I did not collect any data. I just use a mathematical function and say this must be the growth function and this is the data. This is also true for health, enrollment, education. All of the data, a lot of them data you find out in macro particularly are manipulated data. And if you have manipulated data, then this data has no value because these are all specific functional value. I don't need to find a regression line. It's already part of a regression. So we have a problem of data manipulation. And again, I'm not saying data manipulation means it's a manipulated means the way manipulation means the wrong data, because that's the only solution of these data. Because I have only after every 10 years, we have population census. In between, how do I say? How do I say what is the population? Bangladesh has this much population. So for example, many people say how many population in Bangladesh. So we have the last data is 2011. Today is 2020. So how do I know what is the data? Answer is we have an equation here. We fit the equation with a growth rate. We have a growth rate here. Use the growth rate and say this is the population currently. So when you say this is the population, and many people say, oh, I can say 170 million. Somebody say no, 168 million. Answer is you have nothing to do with all this garbage number. You know this specific function. What is the function? Function is very simple. P population is equal to base year population e to the power RT. That's the function they are using. P0 is the population 2011. R is the growth rate 1.38. And T is the time difference between 2011 and today. So if you just use this function, you know what is the population of Bangladesh in 2020. If I stay here, I'm working on this data set. But if I want to compare these two, you should realize that anything in between, I don't know. These are all this. If there is no data actually. If somebody says, what do people eat in 2013? Answer is we don't know. We just assume whatever they are doing in 2011, they will have the similar thing. These are all imagined data. So you have to understand the real time, how the data, so when you look into it, this is how the data are all organized. But before you go to the data, I think our first question is, do I know the econometrics properly? So that I can actually think about what type of model I'm going to use for which problem. Each of these models that we talked about it has a specific purpose. Some model is good for certain things, some model is bad for certain things. They will not work. So which model will work for what? That we should know. That is when you say, oh, I understand econometrics. Why I understand econometrics? Because I have ability to say this will work, this will not work. When we say, and this is what we say, somebody say, I have estimated this, we'll say, no, it's not acceptable. Why? Because we know the modeling technique that this model will never work. Obviously, we have forgot about the other things, which is there are panel data. So what is a panel data? It's a mixture. So I have now go to the data in the cross-section data and time series data. And panel data is a mixture of between them. And there are certain reasons why we need panel data. So question is, we have all these different kinds of modeling techniques. So remember this simultaneous equation data versus panel data are not same. Panel data is a mixture of cross-section data and time series data. It's a mixture of both types. So if you look in, and there are panel data models. How do I estimate panel data model? But the question is, when should I use a panel data model? When should I use them simultaneously? That is more important, because that is the time, unless you know this, technically you cannot do anything with econometrics in your life. Because you will stay with ordinary least square. That's the best thing in your life. Because if I do not know when to use a panel data, when it is logical to say this is the right way of modeling this, then you can go on and say every year there are new estimating functions are coming. Stata is creating all these functional equations, estimation technique. But point that you have to understand that how do I, if I do not know which model I'm going to use, and at this moment I'm not even talking about y and x, which y, which x. Question is, I want to estimate something, which modeling technique I will use. Your efficiency is in modeling. Your efficiency, because there are good software programmer who will program it for you. They are mathematician. Your job is to, and you cannot never compete with a mathematician. So your job is always that I would like to say, okay, this is my efficiency. This is a data set. This is the model I'm going to use, and I know which model to use. Software will give you all the models and say, look, run this command, it will run this model. Run this command, it will run this model. But I take a decision which model to run.
Please subscribe to this channel for notification on new videos.